Reform leader Nigel Farage says young people need to be told that hard work pays off. Reform leader Nigel Farage called for a new spirit of optimism to convince young people that hard work pays off, and encourage British people to have more babies. He slammed miserable Rachel Reeves, saying the Chancellor makes him want to reach for a tissue, and he warned that 1 million young people were off work because they claimed to be suffering. Speaking at the Alliance for Responsible Citizenship conference in London, Mr. Farage said, "We need a complete 180 shift in attitudes. We have sort of disincentivized young people. To think that another 1 million young people since the start of the pandemic are on disability benefits because they are suffering from depression and the DCOCTA signed them off. We need some very big cultural changes." And he said that creating a more optimistic society would also increase the birth rate. Of course, family matters enormously. Of course, we need higher birth rates, but we are not going to get higher birth rates in this country until we can get some sense of optimism. Mr. Farage admitted that his own private life had been colourful, but said he was driven to re-enter politics last year because he was committed to family, community, country. He said, "I may not necessarily be the best advocate for monogamous sexuality or stable marriage, but I think family matters." Speaking to an audience of thousands in the conference hall, Mr. Farage also dismissed suggestions that the British right is split because Reform are rivals to the Conservative Party. He said, "The right is not split in this country. The Conservative Party is not on the right." Ignoring suggestions there could be a deal between Reform and the Conservatives, he accused recent Tory governments of increasing taxes, allowing legal and illegal immigration to rise, and he complained about net zero enshrined into law by a Conservative government. As evangelical about net zero as the current Ed Miliband.